I just think to myself, it's exciting to press that button, It's just exciting to press that button. Okay, I tricked you. I pressed the button mid-sentence, You might have thought that, hey, he messed something up. No, I didn't mess anything up. I didn't mess anything up, so welcome. Welcome. Pop out chat. Let's do that. That's something I do every time. Hello, my friend. You are indeed first. You are indeed first. I will give you that. Let's close Discord for now because I don't want to be distracted. There's some interesting conversations going on about Unreal Engine, UI, and what it takes to become a developer, what it takes to do stuff that people actually use. Because I don't know what it takes to do that. I sure hope that I will know how to do that, and after 6 months I will be able to tell you, hey guys, yeah, I did this, and it worked, So welcome. Now let's see if I can, while people flow in to my stream, let's see if I can add something here. Let's click the plus icon, add files. Let's go into my computer and Pigeon Agent. No, that's not the thing I need. I need to go in stream, overlay, public. Please hold. And let's take this. Yes, here we go. That's the real thing. Okay, so this is one playlist, and this is the other one. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I love this. This sounds like such a lobby music. I'm really proud of this one that I made. And full disclosure, I didn't make any of the songs. I just added effects and I just put it together. Sort of like a generalist, Hello, Legged McQueen. Hello, my friend. Hello. I actually wonder if I can place all of this in such a way that I have everything on my screen. So here's the Twitch chat. Very good. Oh, no. What did I do just now? Messed it up. Okay, it's fine. I can do it like this. Whew. Messing it up. Yeah, here we go. It's interesting that you can see my mouse. Huh. Well, I don't know how interesting that is, but, might be to some people. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Hebert. It's an interesting name. I haven't pronounced that name ever, I think. I know the name Herbert, but Hebert? No. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, everybody. While people are flowing in, pouring in to the stream. Welcome. Now, I guess I'll just queue up for a game, to a Yorick game, and then, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? Let me take this Wacom graphics tablet and move it away from my front, so that it doesn't mess up my experience, because well, sometimes it does. Hello, Osad Little Nico, Boba Addicta, welcome. Why don't you play with that instead of a mouse? Let me think. Let me think about. Okay, so the right click. I have the right click. I have the left click. I have to think. What is? There's a thing that. There's a very clear reason why I don't do it, but I don't. I think it's just... I would have to think. Middle mouse. Do I use middle mouse? I kind of don't use middle mouse. I could play with it, actually. I could do it. Oh, no. I know why. You can't hover. Just, you know how in League... Right now, it's kind of like second nature to me, but you have to slide your mouse to the end of the screen on either of the edges and to move the camera, you know, to the side and up and down and left and right, you know. So you can't do that with a tablet because it's kind of fixed, you know. You can't do the forever scrolling as you can do with the mouse. So that's the reason, yeah. Which model? It's an old one. It's like 8 or 9 or 10 years old. It's the one with a tiny screen there, but I don't use that screen, unfortunately. I bought it so I could use the screen because I thought, oh, I'm gonna be drawing. Whew, I'm gonna be drawing so much. Boom! Turned out that it's way harder to draw looking down than it is to just look straight up in your monitor and just, you know, draw on the kind of like not looking at your fingers. That's way easier. Hey, Mr. Poker, do you consider ever doing something with the viewers, like Aram viewers or Yorick 1v1? I can do Yorick 1v1s. I have done it in the past, and it's always fun. Well, I did it once, but it's that one time it was fun, and I don't mind playing 1v1s. You know, although if anyone wants to play 1v1s, I would like to make it be something like, for example, where I would be sort of really figuring out the early game against a particular champion, right? With a bit of remake, maybe. Yeah, but how can you slide to the side? I don't think you can. Maybe, I don't know, hold down shift and suddenly it goes twice as fast and then you can slide to the side. But still, you know. It's pronounced aber, a bear. It's French pronounced aber, a bear. A bear, a bear. Okay, that makes kind of makes sense, you know. How about a Vel'Koz game? I don't know. Do you want to play me see me playing Vel'Koz? I'm not particularly good at Vel'Koz, so you know, I might play some Mundo though. Because let's just say, I don't like playing Yorick top, but what I saw Alois do with Mundo, I thought, since I don't like playing Yorick top, why wouldn't I play Mundo top, you know? When I'm assigned, inevitably, I'm assigned top. Oh, sweet Jesus. Immediately, last try. Oh, you know, tell me, my friends, that, please tell me that, that Riot hasn't rigged my Pokerick account, because every time I start stream for the past, 2 streams, this is the 3rd one, I've had a 12-hour ban immediately. Bam, boom, skippity poop, bop, skip, 12-hour ban immediately for the last 3 streams. So I might just learn about Mundo. I might just, Hey Rick, are you into 40k? What does that mean? Okay, I don't know what to ban if I pick Mundo. I can actually pick also Yorick if it's gonna be, you know, I'm not saying I'm not gonna play him, but I'm not gonna play him against those champions who win against Yorick. That's something I'm not gonna do, okay? By the way, I don't even know what Mundo builds. I guess it makes sense to get this and this and this, and I guess overgrowth. And I guess this, right? Oh, maybe he gets this guy. Something like that, I feel like. How about Singed? You know, Top is a prison. Warhammer 40k. No, I don't know that. I don't know that. Now, if I play this Mundo game, please chat immediately. When you look at the enemies, tell me if this is a good thing to pick Mundo, because I can go for Yorick, I can go for Mundo, I don't care. Because honestly, I simply do not wish to play Yorick against, oh, somebody left. Against those Jaxes and those Irelias, you know, those those sweaty champions who just want to oppress that poor Yorick. Yesterday I saw a game where Baus was playing Volibear against Jax. Well. Let's just say Jax counters Volibear. I've been watching other streamers recently, which is something I didn't do in the past, and I've been enjoying it. I find it to be entertainment, you know? Honestly. I do find it to be entertainment. Go for Welcause. No. Come on. Did he get a new hat? I'm not sure how long you have been here or haven't been here, so, you know, so it's kind of hard to answer that. Is Mundo like the most popular top laner right now?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Does Set win against Mundo? Maybe, right? It makes sense because his stuff, particularly his R button, right? Why do people like Mundo, by the way? Ornn wins against Mundo. Mundo is pretty funny, let me tell you. The double bouncing skin, the corporate Mundo, he's pretty funny, yeah. Good evening from Washington State, Sir Pokrick. Now, just a connection in my mind, Washington State immediately brings up Steam, because I'm registering my Steam page for the game. Currently I'm in the process, and it's been tough, because there's a lot of legal stuff, tax stuff, and whenever, you know, there's some documents, it says Washington DC, Valve Corporation, So, you know, that's that. Literally, I quit because almost all tanks are unplayable. Mundo falls apart the moment enemy buys beer. Alois is playing a lot of Mundo and showing how broken it is. Yeah, that's why I even mentioned him on stream, because, you know, that's why I even mentioned him, because I've noticed that Mundo is kind of broken a little bit, you know, and I feel like, now I'm not gonna abuse Mundo, I'm just saying that I thought, okay, I dislike playing Yorick top, so just to make things interesting, what if I pick Mundo top next times he is top, you know? What if I pick Mundo top next times? Oh, I don't have enough RP. This guy looks like Pilgrim. I feel like these color changes can easily be done with AI. Sorry to say that, I just feel like a person who would color them by hand would kind of a little bit be losing, because it seems like there's this, you know, in Photoshop you have those hue sliders when you do a, you know, the thing where you just change the color. I feel like this is what happens when you do that. Because no offense to anyone who made a design with these colors, it's just that that's what comes to my mind when you change the colors of of something, it usually looks like this. Except this one, though. This one's kind of cool. This one's kind of cool. He has a fat chin, so, can't be saying too many nice things about him. DC is actually East Coast around Virginia. Oh. I think it's Washington, D.C., so well pointed out. Well pointed out.
Your call is very important to us.
Yeah. Well pointed out. Now, let me tell you, I like this. I like the enemy team. I like the enemy team a lot. As a 3D artist, it's messed up. What do you think is going to happen with AI? Because game development, one of the reasons, I love game development, but one of the reasons I got into it is because I thought, okay, which is the last place that AI is going to take over? And it seems like game development is the last place it's going to take over, because sure, you can use it for coding, sure, you can use it for, all kinds of stuff, but it's not yet there. You still have to, making games, it can't generate games. It has this, I've seen this Minecraft thing where it generates the next step or something, but that's very, very far away from generating actual, packages and stuff. So, but yeah, 3D artist, it's nothing, it's so, when you have that cube opened up in your Cinema 4D or Blender, and then you clone it, and then you move around the cloner, and then you clone it again, and you see a grid of cubes, and then you rotate them. That is such a fun experience for an artist to do, and then you render that image, all that stuff. And it's kind of like, slowly being chipped away with AI, and I just wonder what's going to happen. I'm forced to switch to AI integrated 3D. Do you mean like, for example, you have the cube, and then you sort of kind of overlay the AI over it, and it just renders around, it takes the cube image as the input, something like that?
Your call is very
And then you have, whatever is the thing. There's vibe coding. Vibe coding, by the way, is such a perfect name because it's what it feels like. Because you're not writing anything. You're just saying, oh, you know what? You're in a chair, like an artist in a chair, and you say, I want this to be this way. And then you look at it and you say to AI, I hate this. Do it another way. That's why I think the vibe coding is a perfect name for it. But also the second layer of why it's so perfect is the fact that it sounds lame. So I fully, I feel that, because in my work, for me to write a line of code, if I do that, I think, what the F am I doing? Why am I writing this? This takes way longer to write one line than for it to go over the whole code base that I have and just, and do the things. Even a small change, I don't even write anymore. Because how am I supposed to, the thing is, what am I doing when I do that? I'm just, and I do, it has completely taken away the feeling of writing a line of code and being happy about it is just gone. Because I remember when I first started programming, I was very happy. I was writing lines of code and I was pressing play and I thought, oh, boom, it works, But right now it's like, I'm not trying to be lazy. I'm not trying to be, I'm just looking at it from a economics perspective. Like, you pay with your time and you get back something. And in the case where I pay with my time as I'm writing the code, I literally get back less code for the time if I don't use the AI auto completer or stuff. But one thing that is very, very happy news, let me try to inspire you. You know, there is this field of knowledge or profession, I guess it's called. It's called generalist. Now, I think it used to be that that's just a guy who knows a little bit about everything. And those guys are going to thrive, I think, because if you know a little bit about everything, you know how everything works. You're going to be... because, for example, let me give you an example. So when I make a website for a client, for example, now I'm working on this shop, you know, just an e-commerce shop. So this e-commerce shop, I can't just tell the AI do it because there's a lot involved in it. There are servers, there are packages, there's all kinds of stuff. You need to understand how web works. You need to understand how domains work. All of that is not accessible by the AI for now, you know, but I don't think it's going to be ever, just because of the security things. So you still have to understand very, very well, like the whole architecture of the project. So that's kind of exciting. I like that, you know. I like being the guy who understands the overview of the thing. Oh, why are you flashing, boy? Huh. My boy, he just flashing, you know, just flashing away. It's fine, you know. I'll take it. I'll take his flash. He has twice the CS. No, I have twice the CS of his. So I'll take this any day. I'll take this any day. So yeah, for the generalists out there, I think you are in... you know what I think? I think most people will become generalists because I used to be like only an animator, right? And then I was just making these cartoons for YouTube. And then I realized, I kind of need to, you know, do some stuff with the web. Oh, I kind of need to do some programming. Oh, you know, and then I had to learn programming. But now... Oh, what you doing, boy? Actually, I don't have enough mana. So I was forced to become a little bit of a generalist in those areas. And now it's like I have so much access to so much knowledge about, for example, I can't tell you how many things I've learned because of the AI, just because when, for example, I was introduced to the how people make websites, I was completely, you know, I didn't understand anything really about websites. Okay. Website making, let's just say. And I didn't know that, oh, VS Code, you know, you open the terminal, then you run the npm packages, blah, 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 all that stuff. I didn't know, I didn't understand anything. And it was, I really avoided it because I didn't want to spend a whole day just thinking, okay, just to get this stuff started, I have to download this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to learn what is a config file, what is a JSON file, what is an environment file, all that jazz. But now, what happens is, for example, I think, okay, what do I need? You know, I need a website that does this, and then I ask the I type in the message in the you know, whatever extension you have in the VS Code, and I say, okay, I need this to happen. No, I think I have to explain it from my perspective when I first ever was introduced to it. Let me start over. There's a billion errors that happen when you start things, and you don't understand what those errors do. And when you, for example, install a package or something, there's going to be an error, and you're going to think, oh, I have no idea. Did I misspell something? Or is my computer's graphics card for some reason not able to render websites? And when you paste that stuff into the AI, you know, language model, it immediately says, oh, you know, this is because of this. And I immediately, very, very quickly learn, oh, okay, you know. So the learning process is much faster. Oh. I slapped this guy. I think he even dies, right? Honestly, I don't know how he died. Excuse me, by the way? Where did the damage come from? I guess I know. You know, it was Comet, it was Ghouls, it was Maiden, but he literally died under his tower. Okay? So, what is that about? What is that about? Okay. Vlad is getting beaten by Shen. You know, my friends, I'm gonna go against that Shen, and you'll see how to win against Shen. At least in this elo, okay? At least in this elo. Okay. So there's a lot of things that are interesting about using AI. But there's a lot of sadness too, you know, because I do feel every time the Google releases their VEO, you know, video generation, I think, oh, damn. When is my rendered picture going to be completely obsolete? When is that going to happen? You know? Because of course, in terms of art, you can always say, for example, that you can just spend time to draw something that the AI takes 1 second, but then you know, in art it's a little bit different because there's the story, there's the personality, there's all that jazz, and you can still kind of survive. I can even imagine artists saying, you know, in these days when the AI, let's say there's an artist that just paints a white image, just completely white, and they spend a year doing it, and then it's just a white image, and then they upload it to the computer and it's just a white image. but it sells because you know, they forced to do it in the age of AI. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do Yorick ghouls crit? They don't crit, but they might have the little indicator once they do the big damage, you know? When they do the big damage. Cassidon Roman again. He's rage roaming. I can't, you know, as a Yorick mid, I'll tell you what, I cannot stop rage roaming. Rage roaming means that when they lose the lane, they will go to other lanes for success. I can't stop that. That's beyond me, unfortunately. That's just beyond me. Is he charging up his R? The only thing I can do is provide them with the first blood tower when he's rage roaming. Yeah. Damn, these guys are just very bad people. Look at them. Oh, I haven't seen so... Damn, these are horrible human beings that do this. Oh, sorry to say that. It's just that if you come to my lane and you just work so hard to kill Maiden, I can't not call you a bad person. I have to call you a bad person when you do that. And unfortunately, I can't really stop it. Lucian's gonna run out of mana, I guess. But, you know, is that gonna stop him, really? Where is Lucian? Where is he? Where is he? Okay. Might die. Damn, she has a shield, you know, it's unlucky. What are you doing, Cassidon? Okay. Okay. We get the first tower now, don't we? I'm maidenless, yep. Yep, true. Clipping that and sending to Riot. No, don't send to Riot. Send the Mundo clips, you know, I'm not high rank, so this happens in low rank, so send the Mundo clips where he's just, you know, smashing everybody. Mundo smash. Oh, he doesn't have mana. But he has karma, so. Braum. He is kind of sweating here. You know, that Karma and that Lucian really were sweating here. You know, I gotta say, oh no, I gotta say that they were really sweating there. So which one do I get? They have AD, and AP. Nah, I think I have to get the AP boots, right? I don't know. I think AP boots, yeah. Yeah, AP boots. Maybe it's a bad choice, you know, you tell me. I'm not a good generalist in this knowledge. What you doing? Okay. It's actually fine. Devs are doomed, and the Reddit type that say otherwise are delusional. Why do you say doomed? Don't say doomed. You know, I understand that there's a lot of doom and gloom. But no, devs... Again, these days when you make a website, you just use the... You have to use it, because then what do you... Because, for example, the guy who wants the shop, right? He wants it in a certain amount of time, and if I don't use the AI stuff... Okay, where's Shaco? I'm just gonna underperform. And I'm a dev in that case, right? So I'm not doomed. I just do what, you know, I just use all of my tools that I have. And I understand that writing the code line by line is doomed. Or the ones who maybe... I don't know what exactly is going on, but, you know, something's going on. Something's going on. Why not take teleport? Well, because you saw what happened with that Shaco. You saw what happened with that Shaco. Okay, there's that Cassidon. Gotta be careful not to, you know, die to Shaco gank here, because I feel like he might be cooking there. He might be cooking there. I do want to go against Shen, by the way. Not Cassidon. I do want to go against that Shen. There's that Shaco. Okay. Pressure cooker. I mean, there's that Shaco, not Shen. Okay, Cassidon left the tower for some reason. Don't know why, but he did. It's fine. I guess it's fine. So Karma is gonna be here. Shaco might be here soon. We'll see. We'll see about that. I don't want to go close to that tower, by the way. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. I just need to get this Shaco once he decides to gank here. Unfortunately, he's across the map. He's just across the map right now. Okay, where's that Karma? I can't believe Vlad is having a hard time against Shen. It's not that hard, you know. But I guess, yeah. I guess he shouldn't, you know. Cassidon's very low, so I wouldn't expect him to have much success there if he goes, you know, into mid. So... You know what? Let me just go back. Let me just go back. In 10 years, I mean. I just imagine that people will have the power to... Because at the end of the day, you have to get a product working, right? And... You know, I guess it depends on what you mean by are effed. You know, devs are effed. I guess it depends on what you mean by that. Okay. Yeah, Pigeon Agent's Steam page is coming up. And there's going to be a demo there, which is going to be a downloadable demo, which is really exciting for me personally, because I've never done that. All of my games and everything has been always in... always in web and stuff, you know. I don't want him to kill the tower, though. You gotta be careful because, damn, I just used it. Oh, so, oh, he gets away. What you doing, boy? What you doing, boy? What is he doing? Well, that was the right choice, I guess. He did maneuver that thing very well, didn't he? Oh, Shaco's full, so he doesn't die. When he's low, he could easily die. 100 to 0 doesn't happen that often anymore, but 73 health. What are you doing, my boy? Do you use Unreal? Yes. I have two big game projects. One is in Unity, one is in Unreal. I intend to release both this year, which is just a classic delusion of a new, you know, of a young developer. Let's just say, I'm not young, but you know, I'm mid-young, just an inexperienced developer. But both ideas I believe to be very, very good. Even if I miss my E's all the time, see how I'm still winning the trades? Well, I guess it's Kassadin, but this is the time when he kind of gets his power, right? Because, well, he's just fed. He's kind of fed, isn't he? Did he go back? No, he TP'd. What the F? Okay. I don't need to hit that Gromp, by the way. Okay, if Shaco ganks me, I'm just gonna flip it. No, can't flip it, she's here. I was about to say that if Shaco ganks me, sometimes you just don't know where he is and you kind of gotta take that chance, you know? Okay, I need to push this fast. I don't have Hydra, so that's a little bit of a, you know, a poor item choice by me. But you know, that's just a trade-off there. I guess I shouldn't even try to push too much because they are both here and, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So which one of the resistances should I get first? I guess armor, right? Give us a teaser. Well, Pigeon Agents you've seen, right? It's a game where you play a Pigeon Agent and you try to find out who the other Pigeon Agents are because they before they find out that you are in fact a Pigeon Agent. The other one, you know, I'm just gonna keep it a secret for now. But it's to do with cats and procedural animation. Okay, Brom. I don't have mana, so I'm not gonna be in that fight, really. I guess I should. Still. Maiden's doing a lot of work. Ghouls are doing a lot of work with all the, in a fight like this, you know. So I like that. Yeah, this is a little bit unlucky for me because I'm a little bit weak here, you know. Lucky for me that Lucian was just fighting Maiden while all of this was going on, so big value there of Maiden. Okay, everybody's struggling, so we are so low. Actually, I am the one who wasn't low. The only one. I don't even know. I looked at my health and I thought, oh, I'm low. I have to go back. But yeah. Look at that CS that I have. Damn. That's good. That's a good CS number. That's a good CS number, honestly. Okay, I need to go against that Shen. Because that Shen player, he is a problem. But let me tell you my theory. He's a problem only if He's a problem only if he cannot be dealt with. Well, I guess that's true for every champion, but... Okay. I have some messages popping over my map, which I really don't like. Telegram. Just doing that. I have to turn off Telegram. Because I literally didn't see what was happening with Graves because some messages popped up. And they pop up exactly where the bottom lane is. Damn, Telegram diff. And I guess Graves died. Maybe I could have saved him if that, you know, but let's be honest. I might have still not went there. Oh, there's that Shen. Okay, okay, Shen. Okay, what are you doing, boy? Okay. What am I doing? Because... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was happy that I'm gonna... You know, I looked at the map, I thought, okay, someone's here, someone's here. And in that split second, I thought, you know, Shen's probably alone. Nope. No Shen alone. No Shen alone. I'm actually very sad about this. Backfired. True, true. To be more precise, as you said, if the dev in question is a creative genius, he's always going to be on high demand no matter... Yeah. No, I just... Again, I'm not trying to prophesize the future, but... Okay. But I do think that it is not clear at all. Okay, I have to see this. I'll read the comment again later. Because that's something interesting, you know. I've been thinking about this stuff, you know, quite a lot. Do I go to save the tower or do I go to save the Braum? Do I go to save the tower? Okay. Universe answered. Universe answered. Okay. I don't think they're gonna get the Baron, right? Although I have to go check. No, 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 they're not doing it. No way. No way, no how. So the way I see it is, it's not clear to me that the white collar jobs that are lost, as you put it, are not just going to move up, in the sense that those who did the job of, for example, a line-by-line programmer, is not going to just simply start doing something else. Oh, he saw me, right? Damn. He saw me. He probably went into the bush with me. Okay. Okay. I can deal with this Kassadin easily. Hopefully he doesn't get that plate, that tower. Yeah, I don't think we can catch him too fast. But low. You know, he's low right now, so he's probably not going to be able to TP or something anywhere, really. Okay. I'm ashamed of that, Vlad. Really? Are you saying that he's a piece of cake against Shen? Are you saying that? Look at that Vlad go. Look at that Vlad go. Unlucky that he got it, but... Okay, what is Kassadin gonna do now? That's the... Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, that's actually super unlucky that he got everybody. Mid-gap. Mid-gap. Where's that Kassadin at? Maiden's gonna get that tower. I do like that. I wonder if Force of Nature is a good choice in this match. What do you think? Or is that trolling? Is force of nature trolling? That's the question. And those guys just dying to that Cassidon. Come on, Braum, you know he's there. Why? Just let me push in peace, you know? Because if you feed him, it's just one of the surest ways to lose the game is you feed the Cassidon. Is if you feed the Cassidon, isn't it? I think it is. Okay, you know. Okay. I've done my part feeding the Cassidon too. I think I fed him once. Okay. Gotta be real careful with this, because if I die now for the dragon, it's cool, you know? It's cool if I die for the dragon. Oh no, he stole it. That feels really bad to, you know, try to distract the enemy team while the jungler still steals it. Well, it is what it is. Now the big question is for you, my friends, who are the, you know, yeah. For you, my friends, who are the big strategists of item choices, right? So, which of the items is better? This guy or the other guy? This guy. I'm gonna try that, actually. Okay. Okay. Careful. We really need to get that dragon, you know what I'm saying? A few good moves can't fix the situation. Yeah, but, you know. Well, 2-5, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Although Cassidon is a bigger problem. Much bigger problem, you know. So, it's kind of my fault, this game. I should have been able to, you know, contain that Cassidon. I should have just been able to contain him. Okay. Cassidon. Cassidon. No, no, no. I can deal with them both. I don't care. Oh, Shen R. Okay, you know. I could understand that. Spirit Visage. Is the logic only the CDR? Really? Oh, Graves. Oh. Yeah, not good. Let's just say I lost the game here when I thought that Shen is alone and I died for the first or second time. I think that was the first time. Let's just say that I lost the game there. London style Shaco. Don't tell me that means about the knives. Don't tell me that that's about the knives. Oh, Shirdal, I am glad you passed the exam. I am glad you passed the exam. I feel like Cassidon is a hidden hard matchup for Yorick nowadays. He's a hidden hard matchup only if he can roam around the map and just get those kills. If you're saying that he's gonna get that always, then yeah. Yeah. How much lead do you want? Yes. Yeah, he ate that ult. Isn't Graves supposed to be the one who dodges around, you know, and and he just makes Lucian useless in that sense? I don't know. You know, others can... It's hard for me to put myself into their shoes because for me it's like, I know what Kassadin does. I'm probably not going to be surprised by him, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me read some of the chat messages. Creative genius. I don't think you have to be a creative genius, I think, you know. I like Spirit Visage for CDR. You might be right, actually, because if I have a lot of magic resist already, maybe it makes sense to get the Visage for the healing, right? Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. Time for a singed game. No, no, no. If I'm top, it's gonna be a Mundo game, you know? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Let me ask Gemini about that. So, do you know about Spirit Visage in League of Legends?
Yeah, Spirit Visage is a really useful item in League of Legends. It boosts your health, magic resistance, and ability haste. Plus it makes all healing and shielding effects stronger. It's a popular choice for tanky champions who want to be even harder to take down. Do you play League of Legends?
I'm actually the Yorick from League of Legends. I don't only play it, I live it.
My mistake. So Yorick, what brings you here? Are you looking for advice on your builds, or is there something else I can help you with?
Yeah, I was just thinking, is Spirit Visage better if you already have the magic boots, magic resistance boots? Should I get Spirit Visage or Force of Nature?
That's a great question. Both Spirit Visage and Force of Nature are strong magic resist items, but they work best in different situations. If you
Did you just say Spirit Visage?
Oops, sorry about that. It's Spirit Visage. My bad.
I actually don't know how to pronounce it. Can you teach me?
Sure thing. It's pronounced Spirit Viz, IJ. Does that make sense?
No.
My apologies. It's pronounced Spirit Viz, IJ. Does that make sense?
We are looking at how to pronounce this word. We'll be looking at how to say more confusing vocabulary many people struggle with and mispronounce stadium. In French it's said as visage, meaning the face on your body. Now in English it's said rather, not visage but visage. Visage is the...
Visage. Visage. Do you have to do that voice? Do you have to play that music? Visage. The fireplace is going up, you know, going on in your background. Visage.
I'm so sorry I can't seem to get the pronunciation right. Let's try this. It's pronounced Viz, IJ.
Okay, okay. Calm down, Gemini. I just forgot to turn you off, okay?
Okay, I understand. Just let me know if you need anything else.
How do I get my maiden back?
Well, you can get your maiden back by recasting your ultimate Eulogy of the Isles, Yorick. It has a pretty long cooldown, so you'll have to wait a bit between summons.
No, I mean in real life.
Well, in real life, you can't actually get your maiden back, Yorick. She's gone, and that's a part of your story and your character. It's what
What?
drives you.
Why are you so doom and gloom?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so gloomy. I was just trying to be realistic. Perhaps focusing on your quest to reunite the parts of her soul would be more uplifting.
Sorry, my friends. I can't. First of all, it's top. Second of all, it's Irelia. Now, she will probably. I don't know if you play top Mundo against Irelia. I honestly don't know. So it's gonna be you know. Yeah, the fact that or should I dodge? What do you think, chat? Tell me. I'm gonna do what you tell me. If you tell me to dodge, I will, because I have other accounts. I have other accounts. I didn't know it's Shen, actually. I didn't know it's Shen. It's not going to be fun because I'm going to be reading his passive and abilities. And I don't know his passive and abilities. I just don't know them. Give me one sentence advice. I'm going to be playing Mundo against Shen.
Stay mobile, Yorick. Shen's a tough matchup for Mundo, so you'll want to dodge his kawaii strikes and poke him down whenever you can.
Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen here. So they have ADC. So infected bone saw is the thing you get, right? As the first thing, and then you get three. Then you get 3 giant's belts. Don't you? Don't you get 3 giant's belts? Watch your close, Bush. Oh, there's that car. There's that car. Okay. So, do I just shoot this on cooldown, or okay? Resist the first time effect hits him, dropping chemical canister. Okay, I know about this. Okay, there's some sounds in the staircase. No, stair. What's the thing called where people walk up to their apartments? Stairwell, right? Yeah. So what is so it's Q, then I get all of these 3, right? And then I max Q. Is that correct? Was Yorick banned? No. Yorick wasn't banned, it's just top. As I explained before, I really don't like playing Yorick top. Although I thought it's Irelia, but it's actually Shen, so, you know. So, okay, I don't know what exactly to do here, so maybe I push, maybe I don't. I just know that I have to farm. Okay, slapped him. Slapped him. Didn't slap him, actually. Okay. Well, that's the Mundo game. Thank you for watching this. Peace out. Let's say I won that one, right? I had more CS, I hit more abilities. That's that Mundo game, boys. We issued a penalty for AENOI. Oh yeah, I did win. You know, easy. Easy Mundo game. Easy Mundo game. Well played. 100% win rate Mundo, yep. That's funny. That's funny. Mundo has something connected with Yorick. It's the skin color. Let's ask something racist from the Gemini. Do you think Mundo and Yorick are from the same race because of the skin color?
No, Mundo and Yorick are not from the same race. Mundo is from Zone, while Yorick is from the Blessed Isles. Their skin color is likely due to the magical and alchemical influences of their respective environments, rather than shared ancestry.
I think Yorick is just dead, no?
Well, Yorick is technically alive, but he's also kind of undead. He's been cursed to exist in this state between life and death, so it's a bit complicated.
So let's get back to the question about how to get the maiden back, okay? Let's say Yorick lost his maiden. He was going clubbing, and she just, wandered off to different chads. How does he get her back?
I understand this is a hypothetical situation, but I'm not sure how to answer your question. Perhaps you could try asking in a different way?
Yorick and his maiden went clubbing. Do you understand that?
Okay, I understand. Yorick and his maiden went clubbing. Now, how can I help you with that?
So she wandered off. They were, just in the fog of the night, fog of the party. She was just in the club and she got lost. And let's just say Yorick finds her with another, what do we call it? Just another person. So how does Yorick react? How should Yorick get the maiden back?
If Yorick finds his maiden with someone else at the club, he might feel a pang of jealousy or anger, but ultimately, he'd probably just feel sad. He'd likely approach her and ask if she's happy, respecting her decision, even if it hurts.
Now, that sounds something that would Viego do.
You're right, that does sound like something Viego would do. He's so consumed by his obsession with Isolde that he can't see or think clearly. Yorick, on the other hand, is driven by a deep sense of duty and a desire to do what's right, even if it hurts.
So yeah, people in the chat are not, they don't like your answer. I think you need to think more, because if you look at the splash screen image of Yorick, you can see he has these huge triceps, huge biceps, and I'm wondering if he could put them to use in that situation.
Given Yorick's impressive physique, he could definitely use his strength to his advantage. Perhaps a show of force, like flexing or a loud roar, might intimidate the other person and remind the maiden of Yorick's powerful presence.
Okay, this is a little bit better, but still, I imagine Yorick being in the club and just flexing and roaring. Although, now that I think about it, that could be pretty funny, and it wouldn't technically be a brawl, so that could get her back. What do you think are the chances?
I think there's a good chance that flexing and roaring could get the maiden back. It would be a funny and non-violent way to show Yorick's strength and confidence. Plus, it would definitely be a memorable moment for the maiden.
But okay, so but what are the chances that if Yorick did the thing, she would get back with him?
Well, it's hard to say for sure, but I think there's a good chance she'd be impressed by Yorick's confidence and strength. It might just be enough to win her back.
Let's say the other guy was George Clooney, and Yorick did the roar. What is the percentage that he's going to get her back?
Well, if the other guy is George Clooney, that definitely makes things more challenging for Yorick. Clooney's got that suave charm and charisma working in his favour, but Yorick's got his own unique appeal. That brooding, mysterious vibe, plus those muscles. It really depends on what the maiden's into, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know the story of Maiden. What do you which one do you think she's going to choose?
Well, the maiden is a complicated character. She's a spirit of pure devotion, so she'd likely choose the person who embodies that quality the most. Yorick, despite his gruff exterior, is incredibly devoted to his purpose. So, if he can show her that unwavering dedication, he might just win her back.
So are you saying that she's going to choose him?
I'm saying that Yorick has a chance if he can show the maiden his unwavering devotion. It's not about physical strength or charm, it's about who she connects with on a deeper level.
Okay, but you have to give me an answer, because that is, you have to just choose which one do you think, of your infinite knowledge, is Maiden gonna choose George Clooney or she's gonna choose Yorick? And preferably give me percentages, because after all, you are a machine, right?
Given George Clooney's undeniable charm and charisma, I'd say there's a 70% chance the maiden would choose him. However...
Oh, sweet Jesus, that I 70%? 70%? Are you really? Come on. Okay, what if it was Brad Pitt?
Okay, if it's Brad Pitt, that definitely changes the odds. He's got that classic Hollywood charm and a huge fan base. I'd say there's an 85% chance she'd choose him over Yorick.
Oh, sweet Lord. Okay. Well, that's your. So what if what if Yorick does the roar thing? Does that change things or what?
Okay, if Yorick does the roar thing, it could definitely change things. It would show the maiden a different side of him, a more primal and passionate side. That could be enough to sway her decision, especially if she's drawn to that kind of intensity.
What does Yorick have to do to win her from George Clooney?
To win the maiden back from George Clooney, Yorick would need to show her a level of devotion and understanding that Clooney simply can't match. He'd have to remind her of their shared history, their bond, and the unique connection they have as spirit and master.
You know what, AI? I think you are missing the point, because in such a clubbing situation where there's the fog of the night, the fog of the drunken bodies and drunken minds, I don't think Yorick can do some philosophy, okay? I think he needs to do some, some of that action,
You're right, in a club setting, Yorick would need to be more assertive, a direct approach, perhaps cutting in on Clooney and the maiden, and then sweeping her off her feet with a dance or a bold declaration of his feelings could be more effective.
When I have the conversation with him, it's clear that he's kind of getting the conversation away. He's kind of keeping the words and sentences away from the violence. So I that's, I can understand that. I can respect that, I can respect that. So you're saying he should win her back with the dance?
Yes, a dance could be a great way for Yorick to win her back. It would be a fun and engaging way to reconnect with her and remind her of the spark they share.
Okay, so let's say that it's not George Clooney, it's not Brad Pitt, but it's Steve Buscemi. So what are the odds of getting her back then?
I do not have enough information about that person to help with your request.
No, it's the Steve, the guy from, I don't think I can pronounce his name correctly, but it's the guy from Reservoir Dogs.
Steve Buscemi, yeah, he's a pretty unique guy. He's got that kind of quirky charm, but he's not exactly a romantic lead. Yorick might have a chance if he plays up his mysterious, brooding side.
Okay, give me the percentages, because you gave me the percentages for Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
Okay, if Yorick's competing with Steve Buscemi, I'd give him a slightly better chance than against Clooney or Pitt, maybe around 40%. It really depends on what the maiden's into, though.
So Brad Pitt was 85, George Clooney was 60%, and Steve Buscemi was 40%, I guess. It makes sense, kind of, I guess, because Brad Pitt, I would also say that, yeah, Brad Pitt is, a little bit better than George Clooney, and Steve Buscemi is way lower, so yeah. Mr. Pink, yeah. True, Brax. True. By the way, I didn't even try, because if you ask him right out to just rank these actors by beauty, never gonna do it. I'm actually surprised. I wasn't even trying to do it this time, but he actually ranked them. He gave me a real number. Like it's almost like he gave Brad Pitt 8.5. He gave George Clooney a 7. and Steve Buscemi a 4, right? So he's a 4 according to Gemini. He's a 4. Damn, Gemini, you ruthless. You ruthless. Buscemi was 60. Oh, you're saying it was inverted? I was thinking about that too. He did the inversion thing. So Buscemi, maybe you're right, yeah. Maybe you're right. Yorick should have thought of that before he went to the bar with a weak character like that. Yeah, you know, if Maiden wanders off like that, he should really, you know, think, what the F you doing? But she can fly though, you know. And she has 4 arms, right? Doesn't she have 6 or 4 arms or something, Maiden? I think she does. I like this skin. I like this skin a lot. I have to say, my friends, I do enjoy playing Eclipse. I really wish my rank was higher with it, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I do enjoy Eclipse. I believe he said Yorick's chance was... Yeah, he might have done that, but... You know, you have to kind of make sure with these... I should have asked him, but, you know, it's already... The game is starting. Let's play against this, Withered Rose Talon, I guess is his name, right? What you doing, boy? What you doing, boy? Okay. One thing you have to remember is that if Talon loses more health than you did, it's a big loss for him. If he loses the same amount of health than you did, you still won because, well, because of the, you know, because of the way your the health regens. Okay, he's gonna do an all-in, I believe. Let's see. There it is. Withered Rose. I wonder what are Yorick's chances when the Talon is present. Slapped him. I'm late to the party, but hey. I don't think you're late to the party. There's been one Yorick game and one Mundo game. I might be misleading you a little bit when I say there was a Mundo game because, well, it ended in 2 minutes. But it is what it is, you know. Now, against Talon, I don't think you even need the Dark Procession. By the way, I was watching the LEC commenting on Yorick, and the game where they, you know, played Yorick. I think T1 played Yorick. And what happened was, what made me laugh was that the commentators have clearly never commented on Yorick games. And there was a fight, and Yorick was fighting, I think, Annie and someone else. Annie and Olaf, I think. There was a... I think you probably know the situation. He killed both of them. And the commentator said, Yorick puts him in a circle. That was so funny to me. The fact that he said in a circle. And that was clearly, at least when I was listening to it, I thought, oh, he's never commented about Yorick. He doesn't, you know, think that it's a wall. He definitely doesn't know it's called Dark Procession. Who knows, by the way. So he just says, puts him in a circle. That was, you know, made me laugh a little bit. Okay. What you doing, boy? Oh, actually, I gotta be careful. Did he go back already? What the F? His CS is kind of low, but, you know, I did kind of let him go back in a sense. No. That's that. Mundo game was unmatched. True. True. Okay. Okay. Does Renekton have TP? He already used it. Interesting. How so fast? Small Paul is his name. Small Paul. Do you think if your name was Small Paul, you would be bullied and you know, you would be called Small Paul? Okay. Hello, Leon Channel. Welcome. Okay. Mundo is very interesting. I saw the recent upload by Alois, and let me tell you, I was entertained big time. I was entertained big time. I don't know if I'm gonna win this trade. Actually, I do. What the F? What the F? Yorick is clearly very good early game and clearly worse late game. So... last game against that Cassidon was a very, very good show of, you know, why that is. No, not why that is, but the fact that it is like that. Okay. Talon, careful. You are 1 E away from just getting slapped. Is that the real one? No. Just from getting slapped, you know? Just 1 E away. Okay, is he gonna jump over the wall? Unfortunately, Talon actually goes back, so I might have to go back too. I feel like... he might interrupt me, though. We'll see. We'll see. Talon's CS, given all of this, is pretty okay. Pretty okay, actually. It's funny until your team throws the game. You know, my friend, I'm a big believer of extreme ownership, so it's always your fault. You should have carried, you know. If you are ahead, you should have carried. If you get ganked, you should have avoided. For example, this guy now roams... actually, my fault. Because... No. Careful. This is big for us if they survive. I think. Well, you know, it's big for me. Because I get all the plates, but it's big for us. You know, because we might get the boots. We just need one more kill. One more kill. Where are they? Where are they? You know the game where the guy says, "Where are you, Marshall?" I don't remember the name of that game. Is there any is there any downside for Talon when I use wall, or is that just extra dash if I do that? Because I've never played Talon. I don't even know how that thing works. I just know that he presses it. I know that he can see... he can kind of see the... okay. Oh, we are well off on our way to getting the boots. His jump is kind of slow. Okay, no. I really hope they... okay, I'm gonna get the tower if he does that. If he joins that dragon fight. I really hope that Echo understands the strat over here. Gotta be careful, because I don't know what they are doing, so I really need to see them on the map so they don't ambush me with the monkey. Oh, he... what the F is... sorry. I don't understand these guys' decisions. He outplayed me with his choice to go back instead of, you know, roaming somewhere. Honestly, sorry for overthinking this. Sorry for overthinking this. His jump is kind of slow, so you're saying that it can actually be of benefit to me. What you doing, boy? Wow, that... I don't actually know if that flash... oh, there's the monkey. Yeah. Does he have... why is he chasing me like this? He's gonna flash or what? Really thirsty. Really thirsty. Wow.
Your call is very important to us.
I would actually say giga thirsty. Not just really thirsty. I would call that a giga, okay? Might work as a semi-stun. Huh, that's an interesting thought. How slow is Talon's jump?
Talon's jump speed is actually quite fast, but it depends on the distance he's covering. The shorter the distance, the faster he'll jump. Do you want to know the exact number?
Do you think it's useful for Yorick to use his W because he can jump over the wall? The Yorick's W.
Yes, Yorick's W, or Dark Procession, can be incredibly useful for jumping over walls, especially in a club setting. It allows for quick escapes or
Okay.
surprise entrances.
Okay, he's really mad. No, not mad. Okay, mixed things here. First of all, Caitlyn is mad, but AI was really confused because he's still thinking about the club setting, right? What does Caitlyn mean? Of course it was worth. 100%. Now, Caitlyn, if you're watching the stream, I can't go there. I'm a little bit too afraid. If you're watching the stream, there is one way you can make this not worth. You can tilt and you can start inting, and then his roam will actually be worth. That's one way we can do that. Okay. Okay. I need to catch this guy, because now I see the enemies on the map and I feel like I could actually get him. Okay. By the way, Talon is doing exactly the same thing Kassadin did. So if we lose this match, it's again going to be Yorick Chad early game, Yorick Sad late game. Oh, Jesus, sweet Lord. How did she immediately... Oh, Jesus, Lord. You know, when they come out of the fog of war like that, that is when you get sad. That is when you get sad. And it's not like you get sad. You actually get big sad. Yeah. The AI was cooking up a masterpiece. Yeah, let's let him continue. What were you saying about the club scenario in Yorick's W?
I was saying that Yorick's W, Dark Procession, could be a real game changer in a club. He could use it to create an entrance that's totally unexpected, maybe even a little dramatic. Think about it. The walls of the club suddenly parting, and Yorick steps through like he owns the place. That kind of confidence could be really attractive.
Did you say the walls of the club parting, meaning that is Yorick using his W in the club, or do you even know what the W does?
I apologize for the confusion. Yorick's W, Dark Procession, creates a destructible wall around a target area, and it doesn't actually part any walls. So he wouldn't be parting the club's walls with it. Perhaps he could use it to trap someone and make a bold declaration to the maiden.
I honestly don't understand if AI is confused right now, or just, you know, in his own little world there. He gone. Just a what? He's thirsty again. Oh, was that the real one? He was trying to trick us, but that was the real one. Right? That's funny. AI is useless garbo, way over invested. What do you mean? It's funny, he died exactly the same way as before. Damn, I should have waited for Maiden to push the wave. Oh no. Damn, she's slacking. Want to split bot? Not really, but I guess they didn't really give me a choice. They didn't really give me a choice there. They dumped way too much money into it. Who do you mean by they? Gemini or OpenAI or Anthropic or who? Or all of them? I think this guy tilted. Where's that wall? Where's that wall, Mr. Talon? Billy Talent? Billy Talon? Where are you going? Imagine the flute music there. That's funny. Yeah, exactly right. That's pretty funny. I like that. Honestly, I like that. It's funny that he chooses to go, you know... It's not... I guess it's nothing special, you know. It's clear that he's gonna run the direction where he has the most dashes. You know, in that sense. There's certainly an AI bubble, but then again, we have housing bubbles, tech bubbles. I'm not saying there isn't, I'm just... I don't see it, I guess, you know. I guess it makes sense because usually when people are overexcited, maybe 1 year ago I would say, oh yeah, there's definitely an AI bubble, but now... People hate the videos, people are suspicious, they hate the art, they hate all of that. So, I don't know. I guess I just don't know about the money that's invested. Because the money that's invested maybe is bigger than... well, yeah, bigger than it should be. Not bigger than it should be, but bubbles are very interesting things. I'm not exactly sure I completely understand what makes a bubble. I understand that people overvalue something, and then as they calm down, it turns out, oh, you know, it's not as valuable as we thought. So then... Okay, be careful, Mr. Pokrick. Last game, the same thing happened, and you got ganked. Okay? Also, I don't want to play against Akali. I bought all of this to go against Akali? My boys, are you real? Are you for real here? No. I'm not gonna play against Akali, even though the 1v1 is still probably pretty easy. Payback time, Caitlyn. You took my wave before. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't pick up all of this just to play against Akali, you know, bottom. I just don't like how my Google results are just flat out wrong. Do you mean the Google results where Gemini gives the information? Do you mean those? Because those are pretty unreliable. I do agree. These days. One thing about Gemini, maybe some of you software developers will know this, is that the Flash model that they have, and others too, I guess, you can use 500 requests a day for free. And I don't think any other, neither Claude or OpenAI does that. Oh, this guy just using the taxi. Damn. Yeah, there's that wall. I guess it's kind of slow, but still. Wukong. I know the real you. Mr. Wukong. Half the info is advertising. you know, I do agree with your... I do understand where you're coming from, but you gotta put it into perspective. When you say the number one thing that does the thing it does, you know, a search engine, which is the number one. Google is the number one search engine. When you say it sucks, you know, it's still the number one. So, you know, you kind of have to... Sucks compared to what? Yahoo? I guess I could have all-in him there, actually. Even with the Lulu, I might have been able to take him out. You know, compared to what? By the way, compared to what is one of the best phrases in English language, because a lot of arguments can be settled by compared to what. Oh, you mean like... Okay. That's where I could agree. That's where I could agree. If they don't hallucinate too much, then yeah. Although I've noticed that they still... The Gemini search is very good now, but they still hallucinate quite a bit. Okay, 0 people on the map. Akali, okay. Where's that Talon? There she is. I could actually take him out. I'm gonna try it. You'll see. Okay. Although I do not have... She just used her flash, so... Oh. Trapped him. Actually didn't trap him at all, because... It's nice that Kog'Maw is a little bit hinting this in the sense that he's not in the fight. Careful. I think she already used the thing, right? The R button. For some reason, Maiden just walked through the battlefield and started pushing top. Oh, Kog'Maw, what are you doing? That's the wrong way. Enticed by Maiden. Panic using his barrier even. Oh, we could die. Gotta be real careful. Okay. You know, this is what it is. Okay. Did you try DeepSeek? I have tried it, yes. DeepSeek was in one of the biggest bubbles I think I've seen ever in because when it came out, everybody was like, oh, well, China killed everybody. And then nothing happened, and it sank down. No one uses it anymore. So, damn, the hatred of the West is so big, not to get political, but I think it is. I think people just hate the fact that all of the best stuff comes out of the, of the United States. At least in the sense of AI. They so wanted DeepSeek to be... And I thought, oh, it's going to be free? Okay. I'll take it, if it's free, as they say, because China makes, stuff for the world, right? Because they're, in a sense, I guess they are, I don't know what they are as a government. But I guess, some people, there was this sentiment that, oh, they made stuff for the whole world. We're going to be happy now. And it turned out it sucked. I don't want to be wrong on this. That's just the way I saw it, and it's true, right? No one uses it now.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Okay.
An ally has been slain.
Was the slap turned off? Oh, Oh damn, I should focus because I don't have the resistances against Akali. I have resistances against others. Well, but she doesn't have resistances against the Landry's. I'll look at the slap because I might have moved the sound effect. Yeah. Can someone try it? Slap. Yeah, it doesn't work. I definitely moved the sound effect, yeah. In my experience, it gives results faster. Oh, you know, I will test it. I will try it. How do you use the API? Oh, what are you doing, boy? It's not gonna happen. Don't do it. Talon. Billy Talent. Okay. In this case, I could actually... Okay. I'm kind of fed this match. you know, I'm just saying the way I saw it, the fact that everybody was really excited about DeepSeek and then suddenly it disappears, you know, if it gives results faster and better, you know, results are results. Results are a force of life, you know. If results are better, then no matter the philosophy differences, that's it. You know, if China suddenly starts producing the best results in terms of, you know, stuff given to the world, that's it. I become a, you know, whatever the system is for them. Although I probably still shouldn't, because there are some questionable ethics in China with all the, you know, stuff about camps and, you know, and stuff, but still. Then we have a real problem on our hands if they start producing stuff that the whole world uses, apart from, you know, apart from, I don't want to, you know, made in China stuff. Apart from that,
have you said thank you once?
okay, I have to leave for 5 minutes, but I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back, my friends. I still listen to Billy Talent. Someone says, I like this build, says Peter. Yep, good. That's a good build. I like it a lot. DuckDuckGo is better than Google. Okay. Eclipse Iceborne is strong in these fights. True. Was. Yeah, when China's dictatorship starts producing stuff that is better than what the West produces, we have a big problem. We will have a huge problem if that ever happens, because, you know, people will start thinking. I think we kind of already have that problem because, you know, all the you know, Temu trash stuff is made in China, and people use it across the world. So that's already, you know, damn. So much trash coming out of, you know, being produced. I ordered some stuff from Temu just to see what the F is going on, because I was amazed at the fact that you can order something, 100 euros, cancel it, they give it back to you, the money, and then you receive the stuff, which is exactly what I did. Yes, I can show you the runes. Here we go. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Okay. My problem with DeepSeek is that it is even more censored. Well, yeah, the censorship, of course, is a problem, but if it were better in all kinds of coding stuff, if it's better with coding, well, that's it's one of those, that's a selling point, It's just a selling point, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Let me check Twitch just for 1 second. Let me check Twitch just for 1 second. Let me check. I think that has merit. Do you mean the coding has merit? Or the fact that it's censored? I really loved Billy Talent when I was listening to it big time when the song, what was the name of one of the new songs? Something to do with metal. Rusted from the Rain, yeah. That came out and I was just like blasting that thing as I was skateboarding around the Riga. Yeah. So I did like that, both. ChatGPT, I need to learn about the word merit. I know what it means generally, but explain to me the word merit.
Merit refers to the quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially so as to deserve praise or reward. Think of it like a measure of someone's value based on their skills, achievements, or positive qualities. Does that make sense?
Okay, but for example, the conversation was about does a AI model's ability to code has merit? So I understand. Okay, it has merit in the coding, but the question was, does the fact that it's censored has merit? Sort of like a negative merit. Is that the way you use the word merit, or my Latvian mind is not really comprehending this?
Okay, I understand your question. In this context, merit is used to describe a positive quality or feature. So if an AI model's ability to code has merit, it means that its coding skills are valuable or praiseworthy. However, the fact that it's censored might be seen as a drawback, so it wouldn't have merit in that sense. Did you...
Oh, David, sorry, I literally forgot. Yeah, sorry. I yeah, sorry, really. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I felt, as I said to you, yes, I will ping you. I literally just, flew out of my mind. But I'm gonna be streaming longer today, so, this is a Saturday. Maiden is away. I have the house to myself. Not like I'm using the house. I'm just in a corner. But yeah. Yeah, sorry. In a sense, it worked out well because you weren't able to, push Trifarce upon me. I still listen to their album number 2. Let's see, what was the number 2? Can you tell me what kind of songs were in the Billy Talent album number 2?
Billy Talent 2 has a pretty classic pop-punk sound, but they mix in some hardcore punk and alternative rock influences too. Think fast-paced drums, catchy guitar riffs...
No, the song names. Give me some of the song names.
Sure, there's Devil in a Midnight Mass, Red Flag...
Oh yeah, that's the classic album. The guy who plays the guitar, if I believe correctly, he had the best hairstyle of all time. Damn. That hairstyle is just blasting fire, out of it. You can't see it because it's like energetic fire. But damn. I remember I had that CD, someone says. Wow, those are the days. Those are the days. You know what? Let me tell you something. This AI is kind of making everything useless. For example, CDs, all that stuff. And it's not just the AI making it useless, technology in general, right? But those days when you had CDs, I feel like in some weird way, maybe even in a Black Mirror type way, but it's going to come back. Doing stuff like physically and doing stuff like, just having those limitations and stuff. I feel like it's coming back. These are the wrong ones. What am I doing here with these guys? Damn. Forgot. Well, 80 what 80. 80 what it. Covered in Cowardice was one of my faves. Devil in the Midnight Mass I can play in my head. Red Flag I can play in my head, but Coward and Cowardice. Can you give me some of the lyrics of the Covered in Cowardice?
Sure thing. It goes, twisted tongues will place you in their category. Face to face, they're so afraid to let you know. Loose lips may sink ships, but honesty's forever. Eyes of envy try to cut and try to sever.
You know what? I'm gonna mute my microphone and listen to the song a little bit because I need to remember what it was. Because I know 100%. I know. Covered in Cowardice. Okay, I mute the microphone.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Damn, brings me back. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Those I absolutely. Billy Talent is one of the best, skateboarding musics ever. I like him. Fart Monarch we have on the enemy team. So that's that. Pure mechanical machines will see a resurgence in the future, yeah.
Minions have spawned.
I think that because humans don't like these abstract calculations. They don't find enjoyment in that. They want stuff that is you can put your fingers on. You don't want just to press buttons all the time. I think there's gonna be the little evolution image where a guy is standing up, the monkey evolution image where there's a series of these poses, and then one of the jokes is that one of the versions of that is that there's a monkey, he picks up the tool, then he stands straight up. That's the evolution to the human, and then he goes back to the chair. No, not back to the chair. He goes to the chair to sit down at the computer. But I think it needs to be appended with some more images. Okay, Shaco is going to gank me, you'll see, from the left side. So I have to be real careful about that. It's going to have to be appended that the human race finally picks themselves up from the chair of the computer. AI sits down there, and we start being in life more. Such a wholesome idea, right? Such a wholesome idea. Fallen Leaves, of course, yes. Sorry for my tone deafness here, but you get the point. I don't think I'm tone deaf, I just mouthing notes is not something I'm known to do. Sorry, no OPGG. For some reason, Mel warded that bottom bush. This cannon minion just blasting through these guys. I wonder where Shaco went. Did he go to his top red side, or did he recall or something? I don't get their jungle paths. No, I do get them, I just don't know where he went. Okay. It's funny that Mel doesn't reflect E. I think it's just because of Freak's laziness, because it should reflect. I get that the ghouls, you know, maybe the ghouls shouldn't jump on Yorick. I think they're just lazy. There's probably some code differences there that is really hard to kind of fix, and they were just lazy. Mel is having a tough time in this lane, and it's not going to get much better if she's getting E'd like that. Also, she's losing experience from this, from these guys, so have you ever seen a laner who, when he pokes you, you lose not only the CS, you also lose experience. Now, I know that, for example, Darius can try to zone you out from the CS in the beginning, for example. Not in mid lane. Yorick is known to do that in mid lane. Yorick is known to do that in mid lane. If I flash Q, she can reflect the Q, so I can't kill her now, I think. I think I need to have it, you know, be more. She needs to be lower. I think she needs to be lower. 50. Damn. Did the ghouls get reflected? Does the ghoul damage also get reflected? That was a nice try. Nice try, Mr. Procrix, says no one. It's fine. It's fine. Bluff. Fell for it. Didn't have mana, just did the animation. That's a funny thing in mid lane, because they will be afraid of the animation if they don't watch your mana. They will be definitely afraid of the animation. Yeah. Hello, Arjuna? It just blocks the damage. Yeah, I get it. That's what I wanted. That's what I meant. It doesn't reflect it, it just blocks the damage. So, the way it works is, correct me if I'm wrong, please, tell me. It reflects the first ability, or it reflects the projectile type ability, right? But then it blocks everything else. Is that correct? So that's why the ghouls did no damage and she survived. Is that true? Mel, where are you going? Don't go there. Mel? Oh, there she is. I thought she's roaming. Roam therapy. Oh, that's a roam from the bot lane. 4 people mid. All stopped by that W. How did you create your Yorick cam? Come on, my friend. That's my real face. How many times am I gonna have to say that on this channel? That's the lore, and you should learn it by heart. I don't mean to be aggressive here because you're probably a new person in the stream, but, you know, you know. I hope you understand. I have to answer like that. That's the, you know, it's kind of a thing. Mel. Oh, Shaco is also AP. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, Yorick's E and Mel's reflection ability is really weird. It doesn't... It blocks the E, but it doesn't block the debuff. But it does block the damage, but it doesn't block the ghoul jumping. So, you know, 81. It absorbs the mist. It actually somehow... It absorbs it and reflects it at the same time. You know, something like that. Okay, Mel. Okay, Mel. Pressure cooker. Dana. If Shaco dies and she dies now, we're gonna have the boots again. I think Shaco went to jungle. Damn, he tricked them. Or did he recall or something? What happened? Okay, I'm getting a free plate here. It's all good. It's all good, man, and maybe I can even get the Shaco. Oh no! Oh no! That was sad to watch. That was really sad to watch. Yeah, let's just get the 55 gold or whatever it is from that thing. That's 1/6 of a kill, right? So Mel just getting a free, you know, free plates and stuff. Damn, she has it. Just these flashes, left and right. I think Shaco's gonna gank. He has to. I think there's 10 gold here. Where's that 10 gold? There it is. Hello, Dre. I think Shaco is about to gank. Definitely. There's no way he is not. Janna is also about to gank. Opinions on the new skin. Good. Boom, we will have the boots. It's highly likely that we're gonna have the boots now. Because I always make sure that we get... that we get the first tower, because they very often rage roam. Mel is overpowered, by the way, in terms of killing the wall. Because she can hit the wall with just one ability and it dies immediately. Or the auto is... something is weird there. I've been getting a lot of gold with these from these secondary kind of like enemy, you know, stuff like wards, Shaco boxes, Shaco clone, all that jazz. Hopefully he doesn't take that. Ever since they nerfed Yorick jungle, it's really hard getting the grubs now. The grubs do so much damage to you. Okay. Let's get that gold. I think Shaco's in a pickle here. I didn't want to flash really, but I kinda had to flash. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Vlad gets them both. You know what I'm saying? I had to flash. Just because I think his Q would have come back up and he would have died. No, he would have escaped. So yeah. Big worth for us. Would have been nice if I didn't die, but It would be nice if you didn't die in real life too. Although, would it? Would it? Because the whole world is this way because of the way that nature cycles itself through life and death. You know, all nature, not just humans. Because you kind of have the pressure to do things. If you didn't die, you wouldn't do anything. And it's so funny that humans still don't do anything, even if they know that they will die. Never underestimate the power of thinking that, oh, you can just do it another day, you know? Such an easy game lane against this Mel. You know, this particular Mel, because very often Mel players are not easy to deal with. Where's that Shaco? I don't... Ah, there he is. Yeah, of course. I leave the lane for 1 second, 4 people are here. Oh, I feel so... That bubble got reflected there. That bubble really did get reflected there. Wow. All of this was my fault. You know, God forbid I thought that, oh, you know, I'm gonna predict that she's coming here, and I'm gonna do a... You know, I'm just gonna predict and force that, you know, that Yorick there. God forbid I do something like that. 4 people are there. Sweet Jesus. The reason I got the boots is because of these 2 guys. But yeah, I don't usually get them. I usually get something else. I usually get something else. What do you think of the Y files? Honestly, my friend, I checked it out, and it was a little too much pop culture-y for me. Now, it might not be true that that's the case, but it seemed like, you know, one of those channels where they just make a very... It didn't seem... How should I put it? It didn't seem like it's a guy who does who has in-depth knowledge about stuff. It seemed like a channel that makes videos about the most interesting things and just makes a good thumbnail. And, you know, now, I might be wrong, I'm just telling you my first impression. So if my first impression is right, cool. If my first impression is wrong, uncool. I don't know which is the real one. Okay. My bad, actually. Stepped on that. Stepped in it. There's that TP. Don't care about it. The Cougar Hunter. Welcome, my friend. I know you from the Discord. You said that there's a city named Pigeon in Greece. And then we had a little conversation and a bonding experience because in Latvia there's also a city named Pigeons. Pigeons. 2 pigeons. No, not 2, but, you know, plural. All good, I figured you'll like it. You know, if you can vouch for it, that that's not... My first impression is wrong, I'll watch it. Damn. What was that prediction, my boys? What was that Yorick predict over there? They 100% now think that there's a word. And she thinks that I have vision of this, but I don't have vision of that. But I have vision of both. Okay? I have vision of both. That Shaco just... That was the most shut down gank of all time. Right? That was the most shut down gank, you know, almost said shat down gank of all time, but that's not how the English language works, is it? Careful, careful, Mr. Poker, careful. Careful. I think I need to get these guys. I'll unsubscribe if you end up actually hating it. From my channel or from their channel? Because these are big stakes. If from my channel. These are pretty big stakes here. She got some trouble there. You know what? Need to bring out the big guns. I can't let her just, you know. Can I hit her? No. Shaco is in the bot, so I might even take both of these now. Can she reflect ignite too, by the way? This is just a pressure cooker. Although, have to be careful of that Riven. She might, you know, she might be just scooting over here. Just trying to scoot over from that top lane to that mid lane. What you doing, boy? Damn. Just doing a little bit of that. No, Shaco. What are you doing? I'm gonna catch you. Okay, he's going for that red buff. Is he? He is. He is. He predict. Damn. I'll get both. Although he did get the red buff though in the end. I like these boxes. I just take the gold from them, you know. Don't really care for the damage that they do. Yeah. Now he's back up in 24 seconds, which means that I think I can go back and then move bottom. Now unfortunately, for some reason, Mel has kills. Now, when did she get kills? Why did she get kills? Beyond me. But, you know, sometimes she does. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Any Mundo mains in the chat? What is going on with Mundo? Is he really the strongest top laner right now? She got that Mel Gibson buff. I should actually ask Gemini, what is the Mel Gibson percentage in context of Brad Pitt and George Clooney percentage? I would say Mel Gibson is going to be between Stu Buscemi and George Clooney in the maiden, you know. Damn, didn't last hit that. Does Nami have the hack where she auto pings all words? Because that's impossible to catch. That's if you're going to cheat in League of Legends, that's the cheat you should do. By the way, my build is really not against Riven, okay? I do mean not against Riven. you know. It's more against Mel and Shaco. Missed the cannon. -1. I think you're confusing Brad Pitt with Tom Cruise. Oh, she flashed too, right? There's no way she was that fast out of there. Although I didn't see it, but, you know. Probably not worth. But, you know, could have caught her. Didn't know she does have flash, so... If it's flash for flash, but you gambled on the fact that she doesn't have it, it's kind of, you know... You know, it's kind of okay. Oh, gotta be real careful with all this. Oh, gotta be real careful. We could die. We could all die here. Kinda had to go in. Don't know if Vladimir may be gonna save us all. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I go back. I go back. Mel, don't do that. There's that Shaco. Too much stuff happening for me. Too much fighting going on mid. The pre-movie trailers. They had Brad Pitt there? Maybe it did. I don't know. Mission Impossible 1 is... Oh, okay. I get it now. Formula 1 Brad Pitt. Now, I've been on the map for a long time. Even though, again, I don't have a build for fighting Riven, I think I can still do it. Damn, I didn't. I only heard the sound. So bad of me. So bad of me. I think I can push this real quick as humanly possible. And then I can recall. Please don't follow me like that, the wave. Just hit the closest thing. What are you doing? And then I can go back. So are you saying it's Aloy's diff, not Mundo diff? Why did I get hit by that? So it's Aloy's diff. Is that what you're saying? Because it could be. He's one of the best, if not the best top laner in the world, so, you know. That might be the diff there. I'm gonna release Maiden just in case I need to run away and she needs to continue pushing, you know. Not gonna catch this guy, but I don't care. I can just do a little bit of... there he is, that's the real one. We all know which one is the real one. We all know. Yeah. He's really trying to get me with that burn, but can't do it. I'm pink. No, I'm violet. You know, when you turn violet, that's it. Because this thing turns you violet after 5 seconds, and you kinda, you know. I like TGIS. Oh, you mean this music? Yeah, I like it too. This is my favorite music. And as a creator of stuff, I usually don't want to kind of say, oh, you know, I like what I made here, you know, that's... Oh, sorry about this. But I really do like this. I really do like this music. By the way, I was 1-2-8 and I had a bounty on me. So, what's up with that bounty system? What's up with that bounty system? Now, unfortunately, they have... what's going on here? How much damage is Ash magic? Please don't die. Please. Please. I don't know what to get next. I might actually get the Iceborne Gauntlet. IBG. Sorry to ping it. Oh, like that, but... Careful, Ash. If I hit that E, you're either flashing or you dead. You know, if I hit that E, of course. Well, she used heal. I guess she has one more escape tool if I hit that E. And I don't think anyone's gonna help her here. Maybe she's here. I don't know. There she is. There she is. The reason I can walk like this is because... Okay. I was about to say the reason I can chase her down like that is because the wave is still pushing because of the ghouls. So I'm not really... I know I've said that Yorick doesn't chase, but Yorick is actually the player who can chase simply because Simply because... Okay, they all died. Simply because he pushes on his own. Sometimes. I think they lose the Nexus now. I don't know if this Riven can protect this. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah, sorry, Riven. Sorry, guys. Although I feel kind of sad because I just got the build that I wanted and they lose. So, you know. I kind of don't like that, but, yeah. Yeah. AP Shaco fell off hard. It does seem like a mid-gap, right? And I have no arguments to say that it's not. But I think it wasn't. AB Shaco was really trying his best to ignite me and, you know, do all kinds of stuff. How much damage taken? That's a good question. It's actually a very good question. Where can you see that? Largest critical strike 0. Well... Oh, it's actually quite a lot. Well, is that a lot even? It's more than Vlad. What is self-mitigated damage? It means that I healed myself, or my resistance is, you know, mitigated some stuff, or what? Healed and shielded. So the number 46,000 is how much I healed, or shielded. Are you saying that? Because that's quite a lot. It's even more than Vlad. I was thinking, I thought that Yorick, Vlad is the one who, you know, Heals. I thought that Vlad is the one who heals. Mundo. I wonder what kind of a game I can make for Mundo. Something with pushing, something with buying ruby crystal, something with buying the giant's belt. Means the amount of damage a champion reduces or absorbs by their own abilities, stats, or items. So the damage taken is after all of that, right? So the damage taken doesn't count in the fact that I had defensive items, correct? Mundo goes where he wants, a traveling destruction game. Mundo go where he please. Kinda like the Kool-Aid man. It is counting damage blocked by items and abilities. Mundo go where he please. Are there any games that are like that? Are there any games that are like that? Nearly every Mundo game I play, I go where I please. Yeah, I mean like a game that is very known for just somebody walking around and being allowed to walk around.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
No travel, just voxel destruction. Let me search for tear down. Oh, interesting. Wow. Gameplay overview. Let's watch that.
On behalf of Tuxedo Labs and Saber Interactive, I'd like to introduce you to Teardown, a sandbox game that features a simulated and fully destructible voxel world. Built with a cutting-edge custom game engine, beautiful environments are brought to life in a one-of-a-kind way using interactive and realistic physics.
Nice. Trailer
Teardown
looks awesome.
features a bunch of ways to play. There are story campaigns, sandbox and creative modes, as well as a bunch of user-created mods you can install to completely change your experience.
Yeah. You know, this is the problem when I start these. When I ask, for example, last time I did the Zach, the problem is that, well, it needs to be really easily made. You know, it can't have too much of all that. Although I feel like maybe with 3JS, maybe you can do it. The physics can maybe work. But it's gonna be. I literally I don't have the time to make a game that's that big. So that's why I'm looking. I'm not gonna make it if I don't find an idea that I can in my mind execute already. I think okay, I have the plan. Boom. Because again, I've made all of these small games, and a lot of them just I didn't finish. The Zach game is this is the best example because it became too heavy and it, in a sense, a little bit blocked, you know, the progress by its own weight. So I abandoned it. Red Faction Gorilla.
Your call is very important to us. Please
Mundo visual novel. That's funny. It's carded. Yeah. That's funny. He goes in anyways. Is there are there any games, like a classic games I could kind of copy? Because again, this doesn't need to be. This is just kind of a meme game, so I'm free to you know, to just be more relaxed about just literally making a game, you know, be as very, very similar to something that's already been. Mundo visual novel. That's. I'm thinking of something. I would like there to be. It would be very simple. Like there's a button you can click to get the ruby crystal. There's the button you can get to click the giant's belt, and then you get the Warmog's armor. And then the gameplay is very, very simple. Like for example, Mario. If you think about Mario, you just go to the right and you jump around. So Mundo would maybe be, the Mundo just goes to the right. He's kind of pushing, you know, meaning that goes to the right, meaning it's a side scroller type. And he just, I don't know, towers, other champions, all kinds of stuff come in your, you know, in your way, and you just continue going again and again and again. You just go and go and go and go forever. And there's a little bit of skill probably involved to get the high score better than others, but, you know. Could be the back alley of Zon, and he does stuff in the streets and shops. I saw this very funny and interesting thing where you would take a PNG, and this PNG would be turned into a pixel map, in a sense, and then a game engine like, for example, matter.js would take that pixel map and display every single pixel would be a cube, and it would be physically simulated. So I was trying to do this for the Ramos game, but it was too heavy again. But the Ramos would be just going, and every single PNG bitmap that was there would be turned into a fully physical, kind of like an image. And when Ramos would go through it, it would just in a very nice way, just fall on you. And I feel like maybe it's possible to do something like that for a game where you just Mundo go where he please. He's just going, right? And all these images come. I hope you understand what I'm even talking about, because it's way too abstract right now. Mario with the star power 100% of the time. It could be kind of cool if it was Mario, but when he would be able to get the ruby, the Warmog's armor, right? Because as I understand from the streams, the big thing happens when you get the Warmog's armor, right? So that's when it all begins, right? Unfortunately, it's Aurelia. Unfortunately, it's Aurelia. I'm gonna try to scoop her up. Not required? What do you mean? I think the whole thing is that Alois buys Warmog's armor, and then he just, you know, gets back to health, trades, gets back to health, trades, gets back to health. Hey, have you heard the news that League is supposedly going to add WASD movement? What? The W is already taken. A Mundo game where you have to perform surgery. Oh, the hatchet. Yeah, the thing. Mundo also. Yeah, his entire build is reliant on rushing armors. Mundo also throws the hatchet, so that could be. But I do like Brax's idea that he go where he please. I think that's the funniest meme about Mundo. So if I'm making something for the Mundo community especially, it has to be... Maybe he's in the little car. Arcade tank games are really easy to set up and build on. What do you mean arcade tank games? Arcade tank games. Because I do like arcade. Atari's Battlezone?
Welcome back, Arcade. Radar was really I'm getting when I'm moving the stick.
Corporate Mundo skin is required. Top-down 10 games. Okay, yeah. But that's not really Mundo, is it? I would like the game to have something like you get the Warmugs, and that's when you start going where you please. But, you know, getting the Warmugs, really is, it's kind of like, the weird thing in my mind right now is that, okay, let's say the game has, you get the Warmugs, and that's when you start, you know, some kind of music plays. Obviously, I can't use the music from Aloy's stream because, well, it's copyrighted. I think Twitch only allows it because he's a partner or something. I don't know how that works. But then he starts going where he please, and but then it wouldn't make sense for him to lose that, because in League of Legends you never lose your items, right? Mundo corporate skin is a meme in itself. I like it, yeah. Heartsteel over Warmugs. He never does that. He wins games by just buying Warmugs. He sometimes buys 3, okay? 3 Giants belts. I wonder if Yorick can do that. He probably can't. Thank you very much. That's big. Getting mana flow banned this early is big. Well, okay. Big is a big word. Mundo does not have anything as good as Scion charging away while shouting cowards. Oh yeah, that's the funny thing. Scion very often, I would say more than 50% of the cases he uses it defensively. Actually, probably less than 50%. But he still says cowards, right? You know, it's kind of funny. That's a meme on its own, right? That's a meme on its own. I don't think this Gragas is gonna win the game, the lane. So he is the only AP, and if he doesn't get ridiculously fed in this match, I don't think I get any magic resist at all. I just don't need it. I simply do not need it. It's like water for cats. They don't need it. They clean themselves. I have a cat, I know. Never been bathed. Doesn't stink. What's up with that? A cat is so amazing in that sense. Damn, I lost 1 CS. Is the stream rubber banding? What? What does that mean? Do you mean like a... What does it mean? Rubber banding. The only thing that comes to my mind is when there's this... when there's this banding, meaning that, okay, I can't, there's a freeze. I can't go there. I'll say this, I am often happy when Irelia counterpicks me and she wins the lane anyway. That should be a plus, you know. The enemy counterpicks you, you'll go mid, boom, you win, right? Because they picked something that will counterpick you. Although, I have to say, she probably didn't even counterpick me. Damn, didn't need to use Ignite there. It is what it is. Okay. I think Unending Despair is a bad item because, well, although they have to be near you, so maybe you have a point, you know? Maybe you have a point. Unfortunately, I have used all of my mana, so he can dance. He's literally dancing because I don't have mana. So, sorry for using all my mana. He's gonna get a free back, I guess, and I'm not. Or is he gonna pressure me? Come on, man, you should have went back. Yeah, I think he should have went back. Oh. Oh, he didn't go back. I actually like it. Yeah, I don't care. If he stays, I stay. Because I'm gonna soon get my mana flow banned, and then my mana problems are gonna be over. Especially if I start hitting those E's with ease. 2 comets. Thank you, Riot. Gragas is like the uncle at the family gathering. Like a creep? Pervert? I imagine Gragas would get caught by Chris Hansen at some point. He seems like a guy who that could happen to. Hansen diff. Damn. No, Gragas, I got my mana flow banned, it's over. Either you go back or I get ganked, or both. Oh, Jesus. Sweet Lord. Oh, sweet Lord. Oh, sweet Lord. Actually, it's both, but in a very, very unsatisfying way for me. So. Although he dies too. Oh, hopefully he can push it completely. Yeah, thank you, Smolder. Smolder and Scully. When X-Files skin for Smolder. Applying Landry's too. Are you serious? What the F? Are you? Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. It makes sense, right? Makes sense. Huh. I should think about it, because all of them are close range, including Pike. Oh, Jesus, sweet Lord, again. Got a flash. Should have done it even faster. Damn. Sweet Lord. Sweet Jesus Lord. Flash wasn't even enough. Damn, I should have not let this happen. Gragas, have a seat over there. And then he can't take the seat because he needs 2 seats. And of course he has the pizza. Of course he finishes the pizza, but he doesn't share. You know, what was the name of the guy who shared the pizza, who wanted to share the pizza?
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Damn, I really... I don't use this word often, but I hate these ganks, you know? Especially this Pike. I really, really, really don't like those ganks. Gragas just getting those ganks and being happy about it. He's gonna get another one. That is an acceptable game style, to just wait for ganks. It's fine, you know. Aurelian Souls do it, all kinds of champions do it, and you just have to take it, you know. Just have to take that. Yeah. Honestly, this wasn't even the gank's fault. This was his... He just outplayed me. So... He honestly just outplayed me. This is as bad as it gets, by the way, as a lane. I don't probably need to go into this too much, why it's bad, but this is as bad as it gets as a lane. As a laning phase. And he makes the keg he brought for himself. There's another guy who brought some food for himself, right? The most honest guy of all. The most honest creep. I guess I should just, you know... I should not play the lane unless the game goes to the, you know, mid game. Because I can't keep feeding like this. This is unsustainable. The pike is going to continue coming, you know. Probably Tryndamere is going to be coming too.
An enemy has been slain.
I hope that Gragas isn't there. I don't know where he is. He probably went back though. I'm curious if the unending despair Leandri's situation is going to be good. You're in a pickle. You're in a pickle. Ah, not really in a pickle there. Gragas shouldn't have roamed. Shouldn't have responded to the roam. Although he should if he gets them. Damn.
Ally has been slain.
Both.
An ally has been slain.
Either this Gragas is a professional player or he's just lucky, or am I gigabad? Because this Gragas is playing exactly how he should play. And I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I'm not enjoying that. I really wish Chris Hansen would just finally deal with him and it would be over. Kha'Zix, please. Oh, he dead. At least he's dead and Gragas didn't get an assist there. It would have been worse if Gragas got the assist. Yeah, the pike is really turning this game around, but the thing is that you have to expect that. You know, you can't just say, oh, you know, pike gap. I just have to, next time I have to see, okay, there's a pike. Remember it. Please remember it.
Killing spree.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm a victim of this Gragas.
Enemy killing spree.
I think his creepy ways have gotten into my head and I'm playing bad. It's on cooldown, right?
Enemy rampage.
Okay. I think Gragas has creeped me out. It's creep diff. It's creep diff for this Gragas, from this Gragas. Okay.
Turret plating will fall.
By the way, yeah, did you know that he literally throws a bullet when he uses his E? Literally a bullet. That's one of the coolest E's in the game. Keep close attention to what the bullet what he throws when he throws E. It's not mist anymore, it's a bullet. First I noticed the sound, and only then I noticed that it's actually a bullet. Pike is dead, so I can play the game a little bit. Okay. Like 10 more seconds, and then I won't be able to play the game anymore. Okay. Ah, yeah, there he is. Oh. Yeah, he has the R, probably. He's not even need to use it. Damn. I should, I don't know, my friends. Too many people. I can keep track, maybe, of Pike. But not Tryndamere, Pike, and Gragas. You know, they are really outplaying me over here. And one way you can deal with this is not endanger yourself at all, and just let your wife do the work. But that's way too expensive to do stuff like that. You know. Gunpowder instead of dust. No, that's a literal bullet. I guess you could make the connection that it's gunpowder. Yeah, makes sense. It does make sense. Sad game for me. You know, hopefully Smolder is gonna do that Smolder thing. That dragon insurance. All that jazz. But might be fed too much already. Look at that Pike's items. Okay. Gotta bait his E. Okay. I wouldn't have minded Kha'Zix to just, you know, kind of try to dive that, but it's fine. Unfortunately, Pike might be here. Am I gonna get piked again? Oh no. That's he's too fed. I guess. He's just too fed already. We just have to get that Smolder insurance, and I promise you I'm gonna stop playing like this. Damn, this Gragas either professional or lucky, I don't know. Probably professional. Hey, Mr. Poker, do you like Spear of Shojin? Compared to what? Compared to what? Okay. He loves building Triforce. Haven't seen too much pressure from you, my friend. The Triforce pressure. You gotta pump those Triforce numbers up, but I still won't buy it. Look at him getting stuck there. I would try to fight him here, but I'm just too scared someone else is gonna come. I'm just a little bit too scared someone else is gonna come. Just a little bit too scared. Yeah. I've been going Eclipse and Spear. Seems to be doing really good damage. Yeah, it's I do like it. I do like that it's easy to trigger it as Yorick. Honestly, I'm trolling this game. I'm getting ganked so many times, but it's probably because I'm just you know, the whole map is dark, as somebody said. I can't see it. Just, you know. Somehow Gragas is 8-1. Okay.
An ally has been slain.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
An ally has been slain.
What's going on with that German gasser? Is that a singed domain?
Enemy is legendary. Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. She's gonna get some dashes on that maiden, you know. Okay. Okay.
Enemy rampage.
As I said, I do believe in miracles. I believe in those smolder miracles. Waited and got into it when it was fully, you know, charged. It is what it is. Smolder actually will have this lane, and if he starts getting fed on that, you know. Hey Smolder, just go here. Because that's the ticket to victory, right? David, he has Triforce, so in a sense, I did buy it. You know, I did buy it in a sense. Oh. You know, it's impossible. It's just an impossible to get into your mind that you can't even go this far. It's not easy. And maybe you should even actually in games like this, you should just think of it as, you know, if they choose to do this, it's okay, it's fine. We just lose these fights, not fights, but these situations where they are so good on the map. But I do believe in my friend Smolder, and that is, you know, a possible miracle. That is a possible miracle. So much CC over there. Mr. Smolder, give me a dream. I just am the cutest that I've ever seen. You know that song? Mr. Smolder lost it. Damn. Are you by any chance Czech? No, I do have a Czech friend. Wow, they just... Sweet Lord! And they get me again. My friends, am I trolling or is there some kind of a problem with vision? And you know what? I have to take responsibility. I am trolling. It's just that they almost... this is the worst game I've ever seen in terms of how easily they can just catch you. Okay. I believe in this smolder. I believe in him.
An ally has been slain.
Okay.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Baited it. That's the only response when someone is pinging you. The only response is you doing this. Okay, a little bit of CC here. Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit of CC here. I still do believe in miracles. Let me tell you. Yeah, you know, my fault. But, you know. I wish there was a mechanic that allowed you to see an area. But my friend, I guess, you know, should have worded. That's it. Should have worded. Should have worded those Pike Tryndamere. The only person who didn't gank middle was Irelia. But I do like the games where they try to do that, but you kind of you're predicting stuff and you're way, you're steps ahead of them. Those are very satisfying games. But this is, once in a while something like this happens, and then you think, oh, oof. I've played you once in the past and it didn't go well. Do you mean I played against you? Or did you play the build? Let me open up Moon Domains. Dr. Moon Domains, yeah, there is a subreddit like that. Which are Mundo's worst matchups? There's a discussion there. Aatrox, Gwen, Illaoi, Riven, Trundle. Aatrox and Gwen, they say. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for. Trundle, yeah, maybe Trundle. Maybe Trundle. Because again, if it's something in the top that is going to be like a set, for example, if set is in top, well, I do not really want to play. Oh no, he thought I'm swapping not the role, but the pick. He's gonna whine in the chat. Oh no, what? Wow, this is lucky. Interesting. This has never happened. 9 times out of 10 they immediately say that, oh, you know, a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, you were Gragas a year ago. Yeah, Gragas is super annoying because he... Well, he waits for those ganks, that's it, you know. You're going top, Yorick? No. OTP mid. You wanted to swap. No. Agreed. I don't want to type too much there. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Yorick is also a counter to Mundo, I think, because especially if he gets Eclipse, you know, that's it. Gets that Eclipse. I hope that Smolder isn't mid. Oh, you were Gragas? Oh. Okay. I get it now. Yeah. Well, it's nice that you say that. You know, it's nice. Your words are, you know, but you know, the trend of weren't. It seemed, from my perspective, like 3 people are, you know, communicating with the voice in that game, because, you know, it is what it is. Those ganks is just... I think there was this first gank where I was 1v2 against Pike and you, and I almost got one of you, and I think if I didn't die there, the first one where Maiden died together, you know, I got ganked at level 6 or something, I think then it would have been over, but yeah. But yeah, you know, but that's what Gragas is supposed to do. I don't think you should even say that Pike carried you. I think you played correctly. You played well. That's that. Yeah, well played, well played. Yeah, it's hard for me to say it after a match like that, but yeah, well played, well played. They all wanted you to be reported. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mundo gets countered by Yorick, though. I do think he gets countered by Yorick. Yeah. Mundo, he can't hit those Qs. By the way, if he hits a minion with his Q, does he get back the health? Or does he get back less or something? It's Irelia mid. I should have... I don't know. Does Mundo work well against Irelia? I don't think so. Is it troll not to build Heartsteel? Somebody has posted a Mundo businessman AI generated image and it has a lot of downvotes. I'm gonna need a couple of ganks mid, okay? Evil Prince. Actually 1 or 2, and then it's fine. Let's see. Is Smolder AD? Does he do any AP?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, there's Udyr. Oh dear. Oh dear, Lawrence. There's a lot of discussion about Aloys in the Mundo. He is mentioned in 2 of 5 posts that I've seen. He has that top lane academy, right? It's interesting that there's an academy that's, you know, usually they teach you to play a game, but this one teaches you to play a very, you know, just a fraction of the aspect of the game. Let me do a little bit of this. Maybe she gets scared. Maybe she gets scared. Okay, oh, she does. I was about to ask if she gets a stack. If she gets a stack if she hits me. Turns out she does. Okay, gonna need that gank, Mr. Kane. Gank's coming in hot. Okay. Okay, Aurelia. Careful, I might scoop you up. I might scoop her up. If I had hit that E, would have been a scoop up there. I might get level 3. No, she's gonna get it first, yeah. A little bit unlucky. I don't think I need the wall, right, against her? That's just a waste of mana. Aye, unlucky. Just a little bit unlucky there. Now I just gotta push this and then I go back and then we start it over. Yumi getting that third kill. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. Do you think boots and armor or these two guys? Yeah, she survived, you know. She really did survive that one. Okay. She really did survive that one. Okay, the next scoop up might happen in, you know, when I have the ignite, of course. One thing that really counters Aurelia is Eclipse and Iceborne Gauntlet, or even just the Iceborne Gauntlet really counters her.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Okay. Okay. Gotta play very, very carefully.
An enemy has been slain.
Very, very carefully here. Yumi getting those kills 3-1. That's kind of funny, because obviously it's not good that they get kills at all. But the fact that she has them is, you know... Okay. Was it worth it to lose that mana? Because now, well, she literally has none. I guess it's 20, right? $20 mana dollars for one last hit there. It's a little bit annoying here because she's gonna get back, I feel like. Okay. A little bit scared of the Udyr gank. At least it's not Pike.
Has been slain.
I would go in here, but that Udyr, he's just kind of, you know, on the edge. The good thing is that she kills all the ghouls with the abilities, and she runs even more out of mana. Okay, Udyr's not here. What about that Malphite? What about that Malphite? Where is he? Where's that Malphite? He go back or something? Did he go back? Okay. Okay, she is kind of getting back mana. I think she wants to do an all-in, but this is interesting. An interesting moment. She could have enough for an all-in, so I gotta be very careful now. She has noticed that, oh, she needs mana. She needs that mana. Okay, since she's getting back so much mana, I'm just gonna go back myself. I have that, you know, that ability here. I have that opportunity. Yeah, what I mean. And look at that! I didn't even lose a single CS. How about that? Who needs TP? Okay. Slapped him. Actually, I didn't slap him. What are those wolf sounds? I thought that's Kindred. Yeah, it's 0-3 and 0-4 bot lane against Smolder. It's gonna take a miracle for us, of course. But as I said, I do believe in those. I kinda need that Kayn gank, you know? Kinda need that Kayn gank here. Because she has too much lifesteal. Oh, almost. Almost got all. So once I get Eclipse, that's when we can start. That's when we can start the rumble. It actually depends heavily. Do I get the Eclipse first? Or does she get... Oh... or does she get the BOTRK first, you know? Oh, there we go. Kinda lucky. Kinda lucky, but I'll take it, I'll take it. Of course I'll take it. Scooped her up, man. Scooped her up. Oh, this guy just again, you know, doing a lot. Oh, he's mad because I killed him, right? Isn't he? What the F is this? I had no idea it's gonna happen. Wow. Don't fight them. Come on, Kayn. What is he doing? Kayn. What are you doing, Mr. Kayn? Kayn and Abel. What is this? Why is he so mad? Well, I guess well played by Udyr, you know. He really doesn't want me to get that power spike, you know. He really doesn't want me to get it. Okay. Don't die, please. Because if we die now, Udyr gets what he wanted. Okay. I think this game too, I could go for the item that you suggested. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna scoop her up again. Let's see. Udyr is at the Drake again, so I gotta be careful with those, with that scooping up, you know. Well, she can run around. This is the most satisfying thing ever. Just because she presses her whole game style is just pressing that button, and it just didn't work. Kayn enabled. That's a funny way to say it, yeah. Kayn disabled. You know, this Irelia was playing Kennen last match. That's why she's so bad. Because she's not... he... You know, I'm tempted to say he on Kennen. He just doesn't understand how Irelia is supposed to win against Yorick, and he thinks it's just pressing the Q on the ghouls, but that's not. You can't do it anymore this way. Okay. Oh, that was a good arrow. Although it wouldn't have done anything even if it hit. Because, well, let's just say I don't have that kill pressure. Wrong minion, damn. Okay. There's a 6-0 Malphite on the enemy team. Now, I am not afraid of him, but I think that my teammates are gonna be. I might actually get Trinity Force this match. Because I don't think that Iceborne Gauntlet is going to be that good. So I might get the Trinity Force. I might get Trinity Force this match. And then Leandry's. So you might be lucky, David. David, you are the person who wanted to... you know, wanted me to buy Trinity, right? Careful. Now, how did they destroy the turret? I don't know. Okay. Flashed? What? No, I'll buy Trinity. I'll buy. I don't think... I already bought Sheen and then I changed my mind. I didn't want to finish it in the Iceborne, so... I'm gonna get it. Oh no, no. Okay. There's that 7-0 Malphite. Sweet Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. There's a party in the mid lane again. Where is it? 2, 4, 3, 3. Okay, one more wave. Let's quickly cancel that surrender vote. Okay, now I get it. I think I should win against Irelia 1v1 now, right? Careful of that Malphite. Careful of that Malphite. Well, it is what it is. Careful of that Malphite. I guess it's not R, it's just some... There's a little bit of damage there, you know? There's a little bit of damage over there. This is the last match for today, my friends, also. So... Yorick team is 0-16. 0-0-0... Oh, he... Yeah, it's because, you know, I don't like surrendering. I like playing the game. And, you know, we could win. It's possible. If we win, will you believe in no surrender? Oh, this Kane is, What you doing, boy? Okay. What are they doing? Why are they dying? 9-1 turned into a... 9-0 turned into a 9-1. It's pretty big. You're gonna think it's because of Trinity Force if I win this match. Is that Irelia that I see there TPing? Yes. Let me bait. Let me that good old bait. Let me do that good old bait there. Although she could still kill me even with this bait. It's kind of clear that that's the cannon from last game, you know? It's kind of clear. 77, thank you. 72, thank you. 69, thank you. That's the number. That's the number we were waiting for. Might even get this tower, though. Yeah, this item is definitely good at pushing. Definitely gives you some of those slaps, you know. I wonder if I should do the classic build that the pros are doing with Yorick. They of course don't build Eclipse in a scenario like this, but they... that Kane could actually, you know... The gardener, look at this. Look at how much gardening am I doing. Look at how much gardening am I doing. And I bought the skin you're using after seeing the video. That's how it works. The skin is pretty cool, I like it. The skin is pretty cool, I do like it, yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe I can win. But she has so many tools of escaping and stuff like that, so, you know. Oh, now I can. Yeah. She plays poorly. She can't be doing something like this. And that's definitely that cannon from last match. It's definitely that good old cannon, you know. Do I need Hullbreaker, by the way? Oh, sweet lord. How is he just here, you know? Just in case he's there. Leandre could be good against both Udyr and that guy, so yeah. Arcane is really strong. Arcane is really strong. I don't like that. What the F is this Kane doing? 1v4. Actually 1v5 and killed one.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I can't do anything about this. I can try stealing it, but that's not gonna be, you know, too much. Okay. Please tell me they don't have vision. They don't. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. It's crazy how much of the team's gold is in Kane and me. It's actually not that crazy.
An enemy has been slain.
It's just a normal... Oh, there he is. Now, if I know for a fact that Udyr isn't here, I would try to fight him, but if Udyr is there, then we all know what happens. We all know what happens. Let me check that. Oh, there he is! And, you know, he really needs that Chris Hansen to take care of him, because... he's really, this Udyr is really, you know, he really is doing his best to be annoying at me. Okay. He's gonna start feeling that Leandries now, and then Eclipse. Although Udyr is again, he's probably quivering in some bushes here. I can't be too happy about, you know. He's definitely quivering in some of these bushes here. Definitely. Although we are 4 here, so if they do... What are you doing, my guy? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Finally, she found a way to get me. Damn. Okay. I wonder if he wins. I think he wins, even with her being with Yumi, right? Although I don't know. I don't know. Is Chain West the best thing? I don't think it is. Okay. And he's got the cat with him. Yeah, he was waiting in the bushes with the cat. 100%. he is, you know. Oh, Renekton, please. Solo Renekton only. The Baldini himself. The Baldini himself. Oh dear, what was your plan here with Brittany? Brittany? Who's that? Well, that's the other girl you were talking to. Wait, when was this? I don't know. I don't know about all this. And what was your plan here tonight? Unfortunately, Kane isn't here, so we will, you know, we don't have the cards right now. Brittany? That's the best entertainment, you know, and as horrible as those situations are, and as creepy and just, okay, absolutely horrible, the behavior of those guys is. The thing that's super giga funny is that, you know, the guy who was trying to hook up with, okay. I hope he gets out. So there was this guy who was, okay. There was this other decoy, which was the boy decoy, right? And, you must know this already. Okay. If he has others... Yeah, of course he has. What was your plan here tonight, Udyr? And the guy was like the boy decoy caught another predator. And he said he's 13. He looked like 19 or 20 at least. And the whole chat, the whole comment section in YouTube was about... You know, me, my mommy, and my daddy. You should respect the elders, you know, stuff like that. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. And it's very funny. If you don't, then it's weird. It's a weird, you know. Okay. Let me do that Trinity forcing here. Okay. Okay, this is unlucky. Kane wasn't here again. Not his fault, but yeah. Chris, you know the thing about the guy who looks way older than he says he is. So he's not believable at all. And the guy asks him, oh, who else lives here? And the guy says, me, my mommy, and my daddy. And he looks like 20. You know? The worst decoy of all time. There's that Kane. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. I don't like this Trinity Force, but, you know, I had to buy it. Probably would have been better if I got the IBG, you know. But even if we lose this match, this is the last for today. So, my friends, yeah. I actually do like when chat suggests items. Because very often I forget about items that are good. Does he have it? No, he does not. Unlucky. Go in, go in, go in. Do it. We catch him. If we catch him, then we catch him. Oh. I see that Assault. Did she really think I don't see that Assault? Ash just MVP. That was the... I saw it when she released it immediately and I thought, wow, this could be pretty good. Although, you know, that Smolder is a little bit too fed. If I can be completely honest there. Me, my mommy, and my daddy. I played ranked games this morning and he ulted me and somehow made me survive after hour. Yeah, that's the bug. That's the bug. You're right on the money with that. There is a Mordekaiser bug. Now Ash just really needs to R that Smolder when she gets a chance and then we win. Because then 2 people are dead if she R's Smolder. You know, that's the idea, right? 2 people dead when that happens. Unlucky. Does Kane survive this? He's just a miracle worker. Just kills one person 1v4. You know. They are going for that Baron. No? Or not? Okay. Oh. Sorry, Malphite. I'm too cool for school. Too cool for school. Sorry. Actually, probably dragon, right? Oh yeah, it's the soul. Whew. Yeah. Anti-heal, maybe? Sorry, my boy, you can run as fast as you can, but no faster. Even gonna give us the Baron now. That's what tilt does to you. Triforce won this game. You know what's unlucky is that you can say that and I don't have any arguments because if we win this game it's gonna be kind of again because of the Triforce. No, it's not entirely clear that it's because of the Triforce, but you can say that, and I don't have any statistical or non-statistical you know, arguments why that is not the case. Although I think that that's not true. I think that that's not true. Look at the Liandry's damage. It was the 3rd item, right? And it still has 5k. Way more than Trinity. And Trinity was the 2nd one, right? So. Oh, we can easily still int. So. We can easily still int. So if you need any more proof that Liandry's is better than Trinity Force, then look no further. I guess it's because of the tank composition, right? But still. I don't think we need to push it like that. So if Kane does it alone, fine. Do it alone, because I believe that he can survive all kinds of stuff. Damn, this is gonna be a beautiful game because Kane, he said it's 0-16 if you don't count us, me and Kane. And that was true at the time. That was true at the time. Oh dear. Got caught. You know what happened? You know what happened? I'm embarrassed to say this. I thought that Kane... Oh, he's gonna ult. Oh! Again. Damn. I thought that... The reason I flashed away is because I thought that Kane is somebody from the other team, so... Gotta be careful not to die here. Yeah. I'm not sure if the Thornmail is the right call, but I'm just gonna get it anyway. Unlucky. So now Smolder is why do you still build the Trinity? It's amazing. I haven't built Trinity on this channel, I think, ever. This is the first time I do it. And you ask me that. Well, you should have been here when I did it, because there was a very specific situation why I bought it. Because I had Sheen and I thought, okay, they don't have too much AD, so I don't need the, you know, the Iceborne Gauntlet, but yeah. Why not both? I don't know. Maybe. I think it's too expensive. I think if you go into the realm of 3 items... Oh no, they die now and we won't win the game. I can't push it against Irelia. I can't push it against Irelia, honestly. Oh, excuse me, I thought I can't. But I can. Did Smolder die? Udyr stand in place, Yorick stand in place, and Udyr die, by the way. Yeah, Kane. You should never surrender, even if it's 0-16. Absolutely amazing game to end the stream on, by the way. You know, in terms of the story of it, you know. Classic overstay. The Sheen effect does not stack. I know it doesn't. Let's read the chat. Yeah, Kane carried it, and I carried it a little bit. People immediately following the channel after that win, right? That was kind of an unbelievable win, yeah. Because it was Smolder, right? The bot lane was 0-6 or something, and I thought, it's against Smolder, so that's it. GG, gone. Yeah, thanks for watching this, my friends. And I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go deal with Steam and the application process and tax process and stuff, because, well, they have been really, you know, rejecting my application. They rejected it because I think it's because my name has my name has an A in it. It's called Davis, not Davis. The A has a little line above it, meaning that it's pronounced ah. And I thought that that's why they rejected it, because in my bank, long story short, my passport writes it with the A with the line, Steam doesn't allow you to input that character in the input field. The system says, don't match, rejected. Latvian diff. So, yeah, thanks for watching this. Hopefully, I will have a struck of, you know, my mind is going to be struck with an idea, and I'm going to be able to make the Mundo game, at least start of it. Yeah. If you have Trinity, you build Dead Man's Plate if you want more scaling from... I get the scaling from base AD is good, but the best items to scale from base AD is Trinity and Sterox and Iceborne Gauntlet. I think Dead Man's Plate, while it still does it, it just triggers way less often, right? So... But you're right. Yorick is... I think that's why the pros build Trinity into Sterox. I think that's why they do that. Okay, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time.